Hello, everyone, and happy week 3 to all of you. Last week, we explored the primed model with a specific focus on prioritization and resource allocation in schools. And I really loved, via the discussion question post last week, reading your thoughts specifically about the synergy between character education and academic achievement in your schools. It was really interesting to hear about your school's unique approaches to character education and academic programming. And I hope that it was comforting for you to realize, as well as for me to remind myself, that while all schools have really good intentions, no school does this perfectly because implementing solid character education while also trying to achieve a host of other competing goals within a complex organization serving humans is no small task, no small ask at all. It was also really heartening to hear about your individual approaches to character education in your classrooms. What a selfless, caring group of educators we have in this course. Your students are so incredibly blessed to have you in their lives. And I just want to personally thank you for everything that you do each and every day to foster the holistic development of the people in your classrooms and schools, the people that you're serving. Really inspiring stuff. Last week, you also had an opportunity to investigate tangible training opportunities and potential resources in your areas of interest related to enhancing character education at your school site. And so I'm really excited to learn about those resources as I engage in your work over the upcoming days. This week, week 3, we're specifically going to focus on the role of school climate, structures, and leadership when it comes to character education. You're going to have the opportunity to read Berkowitz chapters 8 through 10. If we scroll on down here. And you're also going to have the opportunity to explore some relevant websites related to these particular elements. And you'll have an opportunity via our DQ this week to really dig into some research and rationale. So this week, your DBQ is uh, there's research supporting the rationale for caring about school climate and character education. From the list below, select one point and find a recent article, so a scholarly article published within the past 5 years, that discusses some aspect of the rationale behind it. So you can choose taking a school-wide approach to character development, thereby creating camaraderie. You could choose promoting trust among teachers and stakeholders, supporting an overall perception of safety, injecting care and concern for others in the school and classrooms, or learning about ways to assess what is or isn't working in terms of school climate. You'll also see that the amazing Dr. Doyle has listed here some really helpful information when it comes to conducting scholarly research in a social science field related to APA. So make sure to check that out as part of your learning this week as well. And just friendly reminder, always a great idea to review the discussion board rubric before you dive into your work, so that'll set you up for success in terms of your responses. As always, your initial response will be due on Thursday night by 11:59 p.m. and then 2 peer responses due by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. Have what will hopefully be some good news for you this week, because I know that in individual email correspondence with many of you, you are juggling a lot of things right now between your vocation and your personal lives, and for some of you with your families. So good news is that we do not have an assignment due on this upcoming September 10th. Rather, your next assignment, assignment 3, it's a group assignment that's going to be due on Sunday, September 17th. And so you can preview this assignment by clicking on the look ahead group assignment link to access those instructions. So let's just do a brief overview of the assignment together here. So assignment 3 is adoption and implementation of a character education program, professional development for faculty. Okay, so instructional leaders are responsible for overseeing curriculum adoptions and implementation efforts, including training. In groups of 2 to 3, you will, number 1, you're going to consider the needs of a school site, either one that you're familiar with, or your group can choose to make up a hypothetical school site. And you're going to think about the following questions together. What are some school-wide needs that you're interested in addressing? And when we narrow that down to choose something doable, what is one specific need that you would like to address via this potential PD opportunity that you're going to be implementing? Specifically, what data or evidence supports the existence of this need. So you're going to want to provide some school-related data to kind of bolster your claim that this is in fact a need at your school site. That's part one, selecting a need and kind of backing up that need with evidence. Number two, you're going to plan a 1-hour professional development, highlighting a plan to address the most pressing need as determined in step one. We want to ground this approach in research-based criteria and support it with scholarly research. Try to choose relevant examples from the past 5 years. Your plan should include adoption and implementation then of a character education program. As part of part two, just want to describe what character education program are you promoting? How does the program work? What scholarly evidence do you have that such a program will work? And you're going to begin by convincing some of the staff that the needs that you've discovered are real and worth addressing. Super important qualities when we're trying to persuade other people to kind of hop on board our ship when it comes to character education. Okay, number three, in your plan, want to make sure to identify the following criteria. Number one, description of the proposed character education program or plan and the evidence to support that plan. Goals proposed in the plan, ways to harness and maximize the efforts and resources of the community, site, and family stakeholders. And then number four, you're welcome to use the group discussion board located under the groups tab while you're collaborating together so that I can check in on your progress. And we want to make sure that we're all pulling our weight and being fantastic and helpful group members as part of this ongoing endeavor. Okay, your output here, your final product is going to be a Google slideshow or some similar visual presentation between 18 to 20 slides. And you're going to use a voiceover tool or a video tool of your choice to present and elaborate on your ideas. And so we've included some examples here on how to do that using PowerPoint. If you do have access to Zoom, Zoom is also a really nice option. You can simply share your screen and record a Zoom meeting and submit something that way, but you're welcome to use whatever video tools that you are comfortable with to present this presentation. Also want to make sure that you have in-text citations or in-presentation citations, and then a list of references, so you can just do a reference slide as part of your slideshow that's formatted according to APA format. All right, and then we do have a very detailed rubric here to guide your submission, guide your group experience so that you are well set up in terms of what's expected for success. So feel free to take a deeper look at that before you dive into your group work together. And just about your actual groups. So to access your groups, you're going to click on the People tab down the left-hand side of the classroom. Then you're going to click on the Groups tab next to the Everyone tab. So we'll click Groups. Clicking the side arrow will reveal your group members to you, as well as a randomly assigned group leader. So these groups, my friends, are completely randomly assigned. It's exciting that you'll get to work with people that you don't know very well. And each group then has also been randomly assigned a group leader. So for instance, for group number 2, if we click that open, we can see the folks that are working together here. Group number 1, group number 3, and group number 4. The randomly assigned group leader has a little icon next to their name. So if you see a little icon next to your name, that means you're the group leader for your particular group. I strongly recommend group leaders that you reach out to the members of your group via email early on during week 3 this week to set up a collaboration plan. You can choose to work together however you'd like to do so, whether it's asynchronously via Google Docs or synchronously via Zoom or some combination of both. so that you can figure out who will do what to contribute to the group assignment. And your goal should be to have a solid plan in place that allows your group to meet all of these criteria over the next 2 weeks for a timely submission on September 17th. So please use your professional judgment in terms of whatever's going to work best for your group members based on the things going on in your life between now and then. To communicate with each other, you can click the people link or you can use the inbox to be able to chat with each other, whichever you prefer, whatever works well for your group. All right, so that's what we have to look forward to this week. And then just navigating back to our week 3 content here, just want to invite you to join me in contemplating our Christian message for this particular week. It says, "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Matthew 11:29 through 30. This week, our Christian message tells us that yokes were used in Bible times so that 2 animals could share the load of the work. I'm sure you would agree with me that teaching is not an easy profession, and there are so many demands that we're faced with every single day when we work with students and when we collaborate with colleagues. And I think those are even intensified when you move into the administrative level at school. And so if you right now feel burdened, overworked, stressed out, or just have a general heaviness in your heart, please know that you are absolutely not alone. There are so many of us walking this walk and living out our vocations as we do our very best to juggle a plethora of needs that our students and our school communities bring to us in the midst of juggling our own personal lives and the needs of our family members and loved ones and all of those things as well. So you are not alone. Jesus is truly right there, walking alongside you through it all, offering to ease your burden through the knowledge that he's with you daily and that also he's won the ultimate victory for you and for me, for all of us through the death and resurrection on the cross that unites us back to our Lord in heaven forever. And so my prayer for you this week is that in the midst of the busyness, that you would take a moment to just have some joy in the ultimate salvation that we have for our Lord and Savior. Pray that that would infuse you with energy to do all of the amazing things that you need to do throughout the week. Hope you enjoy this week of learning. And as always, I am here for you. I am cheering you on. You've got this. And I look forward to seeing your work very soon. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the discussion boards. Take care.